This video is strictly for plumbing business owners that are curious or interested in what is the best dispatch and booking services for plumbers. I'm talking about, like, if you miss a call and somebody else needs to pick it up and schedule that appointment, and so that way you can make more money. Okay, so today we're talking to Nexa, and we're going to be talking about how does this company help plumbers make more money. So pay close attention. This will be a short video, maybe 15 minutes long. And so we're going to be talking about how David here has been helping plumbing business owners schedule more appointments, like answer the phone and book the call so that you guys can make more money. All right. So Mr. David, can you give us the rundown and talk to all the plumbers and let us know how does it work? What does it cost? All that good stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for having me, Tony, and appreciate the opportunity to talk to everybody. So yeah, Nexa, I joined about a year ago and really went on a journey to kind of upgrade the talent, upgrade the processes, upgrade the technology. I think it's key. Obviously, reliability is key in this business, right? And so we spent a lot of time over the last year improving the business and really changing the way we go to market and the services we offer. So to your point, traditionally people would come to Nexa or other companies and call us an answering service. We answer the phone, right? Which is valuable, right? There's the holidays are coming up. You know, you want to take some time off. You want your team to have some time off. It's really, pricey to cover 24/7, 365 every minute with live people, right? We're all live people. And that's a valuable service, and it's something we've offered for 40 years. But we saw a lot more value in, rather than coming into, messages, how about you come into booked appointments? Your boards are full, right? How do we move to becoming more of a revenue growth partner than just an answering service, right? And so there's the emergency component of, you have a leak over the holidays, you have a leak in the middle of the night on a weekend, rather than rotating that dispatch and having calls come in and people don't want to pay emergency fees to come out. We're that front line of defense. We only wake you up if they're willing to pay and they have a credit card. And then it became like, you and I talked about it a little earlier about how do you manage downtimes, right? So it's been kind of a slower season in the shoulder season. We do a lot of outbound membership calling, either booking new members or booking appointments for members to get you in the house. I was actually talking to a client last week, and I think last month we did 550,000 of incremental revenue for them getting their membership bookings in. So that's really how it works. And obviously we have different, very flexible pricing, right? Based on the services that are required. We're a month-to-month service. So it's kind of, everybody kind of gets it in a way that I don't want to say try before you buy. There's a lot of work that goes into setting clients up. I'll talk a little bit about that. I think it's what separates us, and it's really what I think historically has been a challenge for companies like ours and plumbing companies. But I think that's kind of something we've overcome. But we get you set up, we start answering calls, and we instantly are delivering value, right? And the goal is to be an extension of your business. Now, what that means and how we do that is kind of creating some processes. I like to say some guardrails and boxes that allow us to be successful, right? So I talk back to kind of onboarding. It's really important that when you join an answering service, I think we're the best. We're not perfect, but we're making a lot of progress towards being great. But if you choose somebody else, I think this is an important thing, right? Is that onboarding process, really taking the time to educate them, whether it's us or someone else, on your business, right? But also understanding that, if we try to be really flexible and be everything to everybody, that's where we fail. If we say, hey, we really know how to answer phones, we follow this dynamic scripting tool, and we set it up in the right way, that's how we're successful. And I think that's a huge differentiator. That hour of kind of onboarding really also helps the business owner create some processes. If they don't have them documented, we're going to need to document them. So it's kind of like a process improvement on their side that also enables us to be successful, but in the long run should help their business be successful. I said a lot there. Questions?
Yeah, David, I think a lot of the plumbers are probably wondering, like, what does it cost? They're probably going to Google you. Let me show you guys how you can get a hold of David super, super quick. All you have to do is go to the internet, and type in www.strictlyplumbers.com. Real simple. And then so you'll come to this awesome website right here. What you want to do is hover over our services. And when you hover over, you don't even have to click on it. All my services come down, and we went ahead and plugged this in right into here, right? Virtual dispatch. So whenever you click on this, it will redirect you to this website page. And if you notice, my mascot is on here, and the website links got their brand and our brand in there. And that's because we have a strategic partnership, and I believe we're going to waive the setup fee for absolutely free, and also provide 20%. I don't want to pitch it for you. You do your thing. Just wanted to show the guys where they can get a hold of you. This dispatch service for plumbers. You can see it's customer acquisitions, integrated services, and reduced cost. They will integrate with everybody like Service Titan, House Call Pro, and all this other CRMs. And it's people, versus AI, which is one of my questions for you. Will you guys get into AI, and will you ever have AI people maybe answering texts or phone calls or anything like that?
Yeah, I'll go back to the pricing because it's super affordable, right? If you're going to hire a team, or you have a team covering the whole hoop, right? 24/7, nights, weekends, you're probably going to need 5 people. Depending on your market, it's probably $25,000 to $30,000 a month. You got training, you got overhead, you got, benefits, all those things. For us, you're going to pay for minutes used. And like I said, it's month to month. So if you don't use us, you can turn it off, you can turn it on. We have packages starting as low as $99 a month, right? And I think our average client is around $800 a month. So, even if you're a large user of our services, it's going to be a fraction of what you'd pay to do it yourself. So that's on the pricing. On the AI side, yeah, AI is exciting. We see it coming. We're actually, I think, investing heavily in AI. A lot of our internal solutions right now, like AI can listen to all of our calls. We record all our calls. We have a QA department. We have executive updates every week where we go through a 17-point QA score on every agent. But now, that's always been a manual process to an extent. Now with AI, you not only can get transcription, you can dial into which calls have the most, there's bad language. There's obviously something escalating in this conversation. Let's listen to this issue. So it's really allowed us to expand our quality assurance, and we'll continue to. Something we're working on that I'm really excited about, messaging, and I'm sure your listeners have had this. We're hiring great people who are, good multitaskers, conversational intelligence. They're not English majors, right? None of us are really. And so we get a lot of feedback that, hey, this message is grammatically incorrect. There's no commas, it's all caps. So we're really looking at how can we leverage AI to really clean up the messaging and make it really tight. And then obviously we're looking at conversational AI. And to an extent, we've always used that. We can set up prompts, we can set up front end there. I think that I want to cancel my appointment, AI is there. You could use it for that. I want to reschedule, or I had a leak in my roof here this summer. I didn't want to talk to a robot. I wanted to talk to a human. And just so you know, I called 3 places when I had my leak. The first place didn't answer the phone. Second place didn't answer the phone. Third place answered the phone. He got my job. One of the guys didn't call me back for a week, and the other guy never called me back. And I paid a premium just because I had a leak coming in from my upstairs into my dining room, right? And so people don't wait. People don't call back. And nowadays, nobody leaves. We've ran the data. 80% of people don't leave a voicemail. So if it just rolls to voicemail. I only have 2 or 3 when I come in the morning. That means you're missing 10 calls a night. And 50% of those, our data shows, are opportunities for business. So again, data to support our service. So AI is exciting. I think it's coming fast. We have a long list of initiatives we're working on there. But I think for now, live is a key part of what we do. And I think it's a key part of what our clients want.
Yeah, I think it's coming fast. Like you said, we're also heavily investing into AI, and we're creating this outreach bot where it will, reach out to your list of clients and things like that, and try to schedule a water heater flush or plumbing maintenance or just good old fashioned call, so, but today's call is about answering missed calls and things like that. And so it's dispatch and booking, right? Not just like, hey, we're going to answer the phone. They're going to try really hard to book their call. So what makes them different from, well, let me ask you, and you can answer this to our audience. There's a lot of answering services these days.
Mhm.
What makes you different for plumbers in particular, not, in general, specifically for plumbers? What makes you different compared to every other call center?
Yeah, so it's a great question. And this hasn't always been the case, but with Nexa, it is now, and it has been for the last several months. I think one of the biggest ones is our home service agents, our agents answering plumbing calls are not answering calls for lawyers, doctors, accountants. They're answering calls for the trades, predominantly PHC, plumbing, heating, electric. So that creates, and we've invested a lot and we continue to, in upskilling our agents to really be knowledgeable in the trade. So I think that's a big one. I think another one that separates us, we're 100% remote. So we're spread across 39 states, and then we have bilingual services as well, near shore, nothing offshore. In those 39 states, what really I think separates us, traditionally, there's been a lot of localized answering services. The benefits of a localized answering service, right? When you call in and you say, hey, I'm in San Antonio, do you service, Austin? The person in the local office knows right away. Our solution, right? Our system's going to ping a zip code list and say yes or no, we don't. So there's a little that you give up that, right? Little bit of localized knowledge. But what you also don't get is if a storm comes through San Antonio and takes out most of your team, you're relying on your answering service. If they're in San Antonio, they're probably going down as well. Telephony goes down in the region, internet goes out, you have a storm, which is happening more and more. We're in 39 states, everybody works remotely. So if there's a storm in the Northeast, I might have a couple agents that have an outage. None of them are driving to an office. So it's not like they didn't show up today. So I think there's a lot of benefit there. Obviously, the biggest one is the focus on the trades. Several of us, competitive larger companies are working on that. And then another one is we're a shared service model, right? You can go hire a fixed headcount team to focus on your business. We offer that as well. It's an expensive solution, right? You're hiring 5 fixed headcount people to work on your account. That's going to be, again, maybe not what it would cost you locally to hire that in San Antonio, but it's going to be pretty close versus ours is a shared service model, right? Our agents are handling calls from multiple HVAC, plumbing, and electric companies at one time. And our dynamic scripting tool, based on the number that calls in, and the scripting we set up with the client, is what's changing to guide that caller or that agent. Again, we go back to, we're handling missed calls that you weren't going to get before. We're taking workload off of your people, preventing burnout, right? Is it exactly going to replicate what you can do in-house? I'm not going to sit here and tell you that it's 100% replication. But today you're missing those calls, right? And every new client is worth $5,000 to $75,000, depending on the services you're offering and lifetime value. So missing one, right, is a big deal. It really is, and we're providing a solution for that. And it's why I joined the company a year ago, and why I'm excited about what we do, passionate about it.
That's awesome. And so you jumped on with the company about 1 year ago. I have personally been working with Nexa for about 2 years now, and they've been around for a long, long time. So it's nothing, this company's not new to me, guys. For any of you listening, hey, did Tony just bring them in? Now, I've been working with this company for about 2 years now. Okay, that's a long time, and so I can vouch for them, and they will definitely book some calls for you guys. So remember, if you want some help and you need some assistance on those missed calls, maybe you just want some more information on who we're talking to today. Remember that all you got to do is go to the internet, punch in www.strictlyplumbers.com. All right, and once you get to that website, which is my website, you can hover over our services, and you can see everything else that I do in here, and you can hire me for all these cool things, and if you click on virtual dispatch, it'll bring you to this partner page here. Okay. And the exclusive offer, exclusive discount pricing for Strictly Plumbers clients So even if you don't pay me for service, maybe you're watching this video and you're like, hey, I'm not a Strictly Plumbers client, but you know, I do follow the guys and I'm watching this video. Can I still get this offer? And you know, so the point is, if it's coming through this traffic, if I'm introducing you to this offer, yes, bring up our company name, Strictly Plumbers, my name, Tony G. Whether you call these guys directly, can you tell us your offer again one more time?
Yeah, absolutely, Tony. And like you said, if you just end up on Nexa.com or you call our 800 number, just be sure to tell us you're a friend of Strictly Plumbers and you'll get the discount. We're waiving the upfront setup fee, which is $400 of value. And then we're giving you a 20% discount per month off of our rate. So it's a really compelling offer and I think a valuable service for the price. So
Sounds good. We're going to go ahead and wrap it up. Take a quick picture, smile for the camera. All right. And we're going to, this is going to be on social media. So some of you guys may be watching this on Facebook, some of you on YouTube. All you got to do is I'll put the link to the direct website so that you guys can get more information and consider signing up. Contact them. Make sure you drop our name. You guys have a great one, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace.
take care. Thanks.